Hey guys, welcome back. I know it's been quite a while since I made a video on this. Well, you see what's in the background. We just finished up a project for some friends of mine. If you watched the other videos, we airbagged a 62 Chevy truck. We got that done inside of the way, and now I think it's high time we get back on the 84 K10. So, as you can see, we do have it here in the shop, and we've got to build some exhaust. So here's what we've got. I ordered the kit from Jegs. It was like 103 bucks. But that's all I got was the X pipe, these two pipes here, these two pipes here, and of course clamps. Well, turns out for 103 bucks I did not get the length of what I thought I was going to get. Either way, it doesn't matter. I got it. So I went to my local O'Reilly's last night and I bought a bunch of other fittings. I got three 18-inch pieces, a bunch of couplers right there, a couple of turn downs, and I ordered these from Amazon. You can see that's what they are. They're basically same thing as like a turbo flange, but you take this band off, you'll weld, this comes apart. See if I can get this apart for you. My truck has headers on it, so just like that. There we go. You get two pieces that comes apart. And as you can see, there's a recess on this one. And you flip this one over. There's a nipple sticking up right there that helps to get the align. Either way, one end is going to go on my header. Basically just slide on there, and it's got a stopping point on the inside of it right there. Keeps your pipe from going too far. I'll weld one end on my headers and then the other end on my exhaust. That way if I want to unhook my exhaust and remove it, I can do that, or the headers or whatever, without having to cut the pipe. So first of all, we got to get this thing under the truck and figure out how far back we've got to come in order to get past this transfer case. So let's get underneath there and check it out. Okay guys, as you can see, we have no exhaust on that thing. But I didn't get no footage of it. But you can see it's not the best. I used some slip joint pieces, but anyhow, that's what it is. Got the X pipe kit, got my turn downs going all the way there. As you can see, now all I gotta do is just weld all this solid, and those are those fittings I was talking about. So I'll just weld all this solid, and then we'll put it under the truck and we'll see what it sounds like. Alright guys, check it out. Now remember, I still haven't got a tune on this computer yet. You can hear it. I dig it. As you can see behind me, I've got the cab back off of the truck. We're going to get ready. We're fixing to start the bodywork portion of this project. So, I built a frame jig to hold this cab up. It's got a front wheel coming off of it, as you can see. These frames, or these cabs, they like to get a little front heavy, so we're going to address that. What we're going to do is we've got to remove the windshield and the back glass, because we're going to get ready to paint the inside of the dash. So in order to do that, I've got to do a little bit of work to the dash. As you can see here, someone has really butchered up that opening of the radio. And what I've done is I've went and I got a friend of mine, as you can see, same color, but he had a perfect radio piece in his that he was parting out. So I cut this section out. And what we're going to do is determine where we need to cut. It may be right here, just around this. And we're going to get this radio piece right here installed in that. Get the bodywork done on that before we paint all this. Also, the inside of this, as you can see, it's got a little bit of surface rust. I've already taken care of the rust that was over on the outside edge of the door, through that on the driver's side. So that's no big deal. Already cut that out, replaced it with some more metal. But what we've got to do is we're going to wire brush this, get it all back down to raw metal again, and we're going to put some self-etching primer on it. And we're going to follow that up with, let's see, this stuff right here. It's called Raptor liner. It's the same stuff that I used, as you can see. I'll show you here. It's the same stuff that I used on the very bottom of the whole truck. We're going to do that. We're going to do the inside of it, the flooring, with that Raptor liner. Up underneath of here, we'll get all that done. While I've been gone, I've not been slacking on this build, because all of that stuff right there in the boxes is for this truck. Also for that stuff. Also all of that stuff right there, and that stuff over there. What we've got basically is a whole new inside interior. We got the headliner, the carpet. I even got the back wall carpet. Got all new plastic moldings. All the inside kicker pieces. Everything's brand new. We're going black, so I wanted this to turn out good. And yes, it's kind of expensive. There is no kinda. It is expensive, but we've got everything that we need in order to get the inside all done, including brand new door panels and stuff like that. So without further ado, let's get started. We got to clean the rest of this stuff out of this cab and make room in order to be able to get all this stuff sanded down and get that radio opening cut out. The reason why I want to put a factory style back in here is because I'm going with the retro sound radio in this. It's got the Bluetooth, so that's what we're going to do. It's going to kind of look factory, but upgraded version anyhow. I've also got more stuff coming. I've got a brand new dash pad that's coming. That thing, they know what they want for those. I think I went through USA One Industries. That's because that's the only company that I can find that still uses the metal frame on the inside of that dash pad. I could have went with a plastic one, but I wanted the metal. So we got that coming, and we've also got a vintage air system coming. So this firewall is going to get cleaned up quite a bit. What I'm thinking I'm going to do, I was going to Raptor line it, and I may still do that, but we're going to plug off a lot of these unnecessary holes that we have here, because we're not using it anymore, and now is the time for me to take that chance while it's already out of the truck and get everything done that I want to do to it. So that involves me blocking off these holes. That hole is going to be blocked. They send a piece from the Vintage Air Company. It's kind of like a block off plate, but it's kind of tacky. I don't like it, so what I'm going to do is, you can see this has got this little lip on it. Well, I'm going to cut that lip off and have this smooth. And then I'm going to get another piece of metal and I'm going to weld it. That way you can't ever tell there was a hole there. That's where the fan originally went. But with a vintage Air, you have everything. It's going to be under the dash. You won't see nothing other than 4 hoses going into the Firewall, which will be for your evaporator and your heater core. But everything is underneath the dash, like I said. So we're going to clean all that up. I'm going to patch these holes, like I said, cut some metal for them and patch them. I want to do this now while I got the chance. I won't be needing these holes right here or anything like that. Basically, what I have right now is all I'm going to need. So let's get busy. Alright, so we got the inside cleaned out. I sanded this, kind of roughed up the painted parts. I'm only going to rhino line from this weld seam right here down. So got to finish cleaning up the surface rust. As you can see though, like I said, that surface rust and what you see there, that's all your little spot welds they do for your body panels underneath of the truck. But what we're fixing to do is, we got the radio bezel dash piece, whatever you want to call it, in here. And I've got it marked where I've got to cut it to get it set in here. So all I'm going to do is just take a cut-off wheel on a grinder, on an angle grinder, and cut that and put it up there. What you do is cut it a little bit. This right here needs to go in there, so you're going to cut less off. That way you don't want to cut too much, because you can always take a little away. It's kind of hard to add stuff back. So let me get this cut and we'll come back.